Yes, good morning. My name is Chettha Saetia. I'm the Director of Small Business Development Center and also the Director of NBDC, which is the City of Chicago Neighborhood Business Development Center. We help clients with no cost, confidential advising. And some of the things that we do include business planning, getting loans and grants, improve profit margins, finding best customers, new business creations, sales training, industrial research, grow your brand, social media setup, selling online, find and pitch to investors, contract creations, getting government contracts, and strategic planning and analysis. We offer all of these at no cost to you, and because we are funded by the SBA and Illinois Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunities, and partially by the City of Chicago. As we grow on to the webinars, please feel free to put your questions in the chat, and we try to answer them as we go, and also leave some room, hopefully at the end, for our Q&A. Okay, so can SBDC or NBDC help you? If you answer yes to any of these questions below, the Illinois Small Business Development Center, SBDC, and the City of Chicago Neighborhood Business Development Center, NBDC, at Chinese Mutual Aid Association can help you. Just on the side note, there are over 42 centers of SBDC in the state of Illinois. Someone like me at different centers could be at another nonprofit or at other universities, and we are here to help. So the questions are you starting your own business? Do you have business plan? Does your business need access to market, contracts, or capital? Are you interested in doing business with the government? Do you need strategic planning to guide your business growth? Are you interested in integrating the latest technology or best practices into your business? So understanding the different business structure is very important. I'm going to break down some of these different business entities. Sole proprietorship, owned and operated by a single individual who is responsible for all business assets, profits, and liability. General partnership, 2 or more individuals as co-owner in the business for profit, pass-through entity where income flows straight to the owners. Each partner reports their share of partnership profit or loss on their personal tax return. The partnership itself is not taxed. Limited liability company could be LLP, LLLP, LC, L3Cs, provide owner with limited liabilities similar to corporation, flow through tax treatment and operating flexibility of a partnership. This is one of the most popular ones. Corporation, legal entity separate from its owner, made up of individuals, groups, or other corporation that has the power to conduct businesses and to own property, assets, and liabilities. S corporation, not a business entity, but it's a tax classification. Both LLCs and corporation can be taxed as an S corp. An S corp doesn't pay corporate income tax, such as a traditional C corp does. Instead, the company profit pass through to owner's personal tax return. Not all business qualified to be taxed as an S corp. So we talk about how LLC is the most popular. These are 3 basic steps that you would do in order for you to file an LLC, okay? And we do this often with our clients, okay? So instead of you paying a lawyer, which we also recommend if you have specific needs and your business might be a little bit more complicated, or you want to maximize your legal protections, things like that, I would recommend you to contact a lawyer to help you register an LLC, which is another option. So working with us, we can help you through the step 1, register an LLC, which you go through a government agency like Illinois Secretary of State, okay? And then it's $150, and that's all. And expedited will be $100. And then step 2 is register for the FEIN or EIN number, which is Federal Tax Number Registration. So that's go through the IRS website. Okay, no fee on that one. Then step 3 is the IBT, which is the state tax number for Illinois business. Okay, so that will go through the state of Illinois website. And 1, 2, 3, after you've done that, then you will get the LLC registration in the mail about a week or so after. So some businesses need licensing. So IDFPR is the licensing agencies and regulated industry. So for Illinois is the main licensing agency, and the website's there. So general business license, there is no general state of Illinois business license. However, many cities require businesses to be licensed to operate. Rules for business registration vary depending on location and what business does. So some of the example of industry or professions that require licensing would be like acupuncturist, barber, cosmetics, hair, federal directors, landscape architect, locksmith, therapist, nurse, pawn shops, managers, social workers, roofing contractors. So again, the full list is at the link that provided here. You can check out what you want to do with your business and if it's required. So tax requirement for business. So determine tax requirement. For specific business needs, CPA consultant is recommended, okay? As business advisors, we are not certified CPA, but these are some of the basic information that you should learn about. Employer identification number, EIN, everyone except sole proprietorship. A sole proprietor without employees and who does not file any exile or pension plan tax return doesn't need an EIN, but you can get one. In this instance, the sole proprietor uses his or her social security number instead of an EIN number as a taxpayer identification number. So that's how you pay your income tax at the end of the year. State, pay to the state of Illinois, and then there's a federal tax, which is paid through the United States government. Additional tax like sales tax, property, or use tax. Contact the IRS or tax professional for additional help, and list here for more information for the website you can check out. Okay, so the importance of a business bank account. So when you start a business, we would recommend you to also start a business bank account, and some business type entities are required for you to also have a business bank account. So setting up a business bank account helps to separate your personal finances from your business finances, make it easier to manage your cash flow, and help you build credit history. So some of these things are very important. To open a business bank account, determine the type of account you need, choose the bank, maybe that's convenient to you, gather business documentation, business name registration, employer identification number, business license if you need one, and also article of incorporation, and also meet the bank's requirement. Some of them require a minimum deposit amount, for example. Okay, some funding option for small businesses. Sources of funding, bank, which is the traditional loans, you can go through the bank, but there's also grants opportunities, which comes and goes, and everybody like to get grants, right? It's free money, but it's not guaranteed, and sometimes it's very difficult, and it's also tied to certain requirements, right? But currently, we actually have a B2B grant available now from the state of Illinois, okay, for restaurants and hotels, and also artists. Venues also qualify. So more information, if you are our client, you sign up, you will get our newsletter, which we send out, and then if we have new grants opportunities and valuable information, we will share that with you. And then we also have for AAPI business owner, National ACE, our partner. They have a grant right now that is actually due Friday, backing small businesses. You just have to fill out some forms and the application, and then you can get up to $5,000 And also there's, they think they're going to select from nationwide some companies that may qualify up to $25,000. Okay, microloans can be used for a variety of purposes for help small business expand. Use them to build and reopen, repair, enhance, or improve your business. Example include like working capital, inventory, supplies, machinery, and equipment. So microloans, they are organizations that we partner with, like Alliance for Community Business, for example. They give out microloan from $500 to $100,000. So typically, that's what it is. And then there are obviously government organizations such as SBA, which you might have heard about the EIDL loans, and also Department of Commerce and Economic Opportunity. The CEO also have a variety of different grant opportunities, like the one I'm talking about, the B2B, which is back to business. So all of this information, we can help you navigate through that. Okay, then we go into intellectual property protections. These are important if you want to protect your product or your services and idea. So we have clients that come to us that recently filed patents or want to file patents, and we can help you through some of these things, talk you through. We think this is a good idea, and we can put you in touch with the right people. So patent is a grant of property right by the U.S. government to an inventor. You must contact the United States Patent and Trademark Office in order to file the patents. And patent usually lasts about 20 years for your product. So I personally have 3 patents for my previous business that I had, and it could get very expensive to file patents. Federal trademarks or state trademarks, commonly a word, a symbol, a design, a combination of such, which identifies the source of goods or services, and B is distinguish such form of goods and services from the others. Also same, you go to the USPTO website to file, like Coca-Cola is a classic example of a trademark. Copyrights protect author. This is important for a writer, and generally allow them to control the copyright of their work, right? And then you go to the copyright.gov to file the copyright for your publications and things like that. Okay, again, any question on these, please go ahead and put in the chat, and we try to get through them and explain more if you like. Type of business insurance. So business insurance is great, and it's important because even though, let's say you incorporate as an LLC, it will separate it. The benefit of an LLC is that it will separate the liabilities of your business from your personal assets. But that doesn't mean that your business, day-to-day operations, or your business cannot get sued by someone, right? It could be like as simple as, someone come visit your store and the floor is wet and they slip and fall, right? They will sue you for liabilities, okay? So purchase business insurance is highly recommended. And every business is going to be different, depending on what you do and what kind of risk and what involves, right? If you do a delivery, flowers, you might have a van, and that's also need to have automobile insurance. Property insurance also important. The sprinkler system could froze over the winter, and boom, everything got wet, right? Your products are damaged. So home office, if you work from home, also that's important. If something happened to your house, or so that's another example. Business interruption, so protect you from pandemic, riots, or any unforeseen circumstances. And that could be also like if your head sales guy somehow gets sick and could not work anymore, and your business is being interrupted by that, your sales just totally vanish, and you have to start up again with relationship. And so that could be some of the business interruption. So some of these things I can talk you through over my 25 years experience dealing with all these things. Okay, another thing you have to think about is marketing and sales. Creating a marketing and sales strategies. We can help you through these. Create a marketing plan, define your budget, design your marketing channels, help you build a website, we can guide you through, and we can put you in touch with the web designers, and also, talk you through like SEO, help you optimize your websites and your messages, create social media pages, recommend it for you, which one makes sense, which one doesn't. Then additional steps. These steps can help and assist you with your overall plans, right? Online small business training, contact business, trade, professional association, chamber of commerce, or contact someone like us, contact Illinois Small Business Development Center, and there should be one near you. But all of us also work virtually, so therefore we can do Zoom meetings, and we can help you through that. So that's also a great, services that we can offer. Okay, so we went pretty fast. So my contact information, and that's our phone number, our email, and our website. And then also please connect with us on social media. We have a YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Okay, so I think that is it. And let's go back to the chat.
Chettha, one question on the business insurance slide from Monique. She asks, which insurance is best for an artist musician? Maybe more generally, how would you go about, determining which business insurance is right for you?
Okay, yeah. I'm going to stop sharing here for a minute. Okay, so great question. And it's going to be different for every business. And since I'm not a sales agent for the business insurance, you would have to talk to your insurance broker. And typically, to buy a business insurance, they are the basic package. Okay, so every business needs, liability insurance. If someone get hurt, your employees or your visitors, and also like could be like if you sell products. Liability insurance is important because maybe the paint that you use on your painting could maybe cause someone to have a allergic reaction. So that's also very, it could happen. And so you want to be protected. So, but typically you start off as a basic insurance for liability, protect you from someone suing you because either your service that you provide or the product that you sell. So I used to sell leather goods and luggage, right? So if my leather is, the dye coming off and damage that clothes, so someone could, that's actually happens, that they claim that because it was wet and then the dye came off and then their dress or something got dirty. So we have to, accommodate our customers. So some of these things, or if it's something more major, that's why the insurance is important. So liability, properties, so that's the basic. But if you are also doing something a little bit more like medical, so you might have something special. So that would an add-on. So that's how you would figure it out. Certain thing you don't need, certain thing you need, and you add on as a package.
Next question is a licensing question. I'm a home-based single-member LLC hairstylist. Do I need a business license?
I think according to the list that I just saw, okay, I don't remember all the different lists that I saw, but I think hairstylist is required to have a license in at least for the state of Illinois. So you should look at that and see what kind of license that you need. And then the link will be provided to you as after this, and then you can go into the website that we provided, and then you can look into that.
Okay, awesome. Another question here. More so generally speaking, could you share some strategies for networking and collaborating maybe with other, business owners or resources, just to, grow and establish a more local presence here?
Definitely. I highly recommend you be part of your local chamber, okay? Because I go every month to our, so we have like nearby community in the north side of Chicago. So I belong to, I go to the 5 Rogers Park, Uptown, Andersonville. So I go to their networking events because those are great. And typically it costs nothing, $15 to go and attend. And sometimes they even have sponsors to provide you food. So those are great because you're meeting other businesses and you get to exchange your business cards and learn about them and be able to face-to-face, explain what you do and also learning from them what they do. And these are the best way to grow your business because sometimes, you can really learn about what you offer for someone that, that you haven't thought about. So definitely that's step one, local chambers, networking events, and also, connecting with organizations like us, SBDC, NBDC, or even SCORE, and other economic development agencies throughout Chicago. When I had my own business 25 years ago, I didn't really get involved too much, and I didn't really know at all about SBDC. So I was just like a solopreneur, right? So all of us, when we're starting out, it's so lonely, right? And we need help and we need people that we can connect to. So reach out to someone like us because we also have, a core group of clients. So I personally have over 250 different businesses, and I connect them. I share the resources. I do client spotlight. So these are the kind of things that also can help you by participating and connecting with organizations like us that is free of charge and most of the time. So chamber sometimes they might cost a little bit of money, but not all chamber need to pay a few $100 a year for membership. So.
Awesome. One last question here from me. Please feel free to put anything you're wondering about, anything specific to your business. And if we don't know the answer now, we definitely follow up with you. One thing I'm not sure that you've gone into too much detail today, but it's something that I feel like as a business owner, you kind of know it's important, a business plan. Could you maybe talk about, why you need one, what it's used for, and maybe where to get started?
Sure, definitely. Again, as a business advisor, we have all these tools. So we have, business plans, templates that we can help you put together. Again, business plan has to be done by you because you are the business owners, but we can help you navigate through these things. And organization like SBDC, NBDC, we can provide you with all these templates and also help you kind of think through all the different, thing that you might not think about, right? Is your, and most of the time, when you're starting out, is your business viable? Okay. And that is so important because you want to make sure that before you invest time and energy and money into starting up a business, your business is gonna make it, right? So some crazy statistic that a lot of people say, most, I don't know, like 60% of small businesses fail within 2 years. So that's why working with us and someone similar to us can help you think about value propositions. What are you offering, and what are you solving, and how you market, and all these things. So hopefully, obviously, not every single business advisor is going to know everything. But the greatest thing that I have learned is that it's all about networking. It's all about who you know. Because I might not know something, but I can pick up a phone and call someone and said, hey, I got a client, could be another SBDC in Springfield, Illinois, could be another SBDC in Boston. It doesn't matter because there are over 1,100 of us nationwide. And also we are, partner with a lot of, lawyers, CPAs, and different organizations. So these are the kind of things that is so valuable more than anything really is who you know and what we can help you connect with, and just being there for you to bounce off ideas. So that's some of the best thing you can do when you're starting off, putting together a nice solid business plan, figure out your budget, figure out your finance, how you're gonna market, and you know, all these things. So yeah, these are some great questions. Keep them coming.
Yeah, awesome. We got a new question here in the Q&A. It says, I have a cat sitting business. During the pandemic, I lost most of my clients. I don't have a computer or access to one to set a website. How can I advertise and promote my business and get new clients? With word of mouth.
Okay, great question. Okay, so definitely you can get access to all of these things, starting off by computers. Okay, there are organizations and your local public libraries have computers for you to use for free. So it doesn't cost you anything. So I have, I live in Oak Park, so I have, you know, office hours over there. I also see a lot of people coming into the libraries using the private rooms that usually the library have. If you want to conduct business in a let's say office setting, you can also you know, reserve a room at the library. You can reserve computers. You can get them to help you with anything related to business. Also, some of them has that service, so that's free, right? And then if you don't need, nowadays, you don't need to have a website, as long as you have social media, depending on what you do, right? Cat sitting, perfect example, right? Facebook Marketplace, Facebook, regular Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, and all these things, right? You can set all these up because you don't need to actually hand someone a business card and say, go to my website, just go to my Instagram, just go to my Facebook. That's good enough. And a lot of people actually, some big companies don't even have a website. They actually want you to go to their social medias because they want you to be engaged with them. So you can promote your business that way, and we can help you map out, you know, different social medias and set things up and all that. So please reach out.
Yeah, definitely please reach out. And you'll find in the chat, there's a link, and I'll put it again here before the end. To register with the SBDC, it's a real simple process. Just follow that link and, you know, reach out to us again if you have any questions. We'll put our contact info in here as well. Chettha, one sort of follow-up question. I guess we could take this sort of two ways. One that I know you have, you know, experience with. Can you talk maybe a little bit about, you know, a brand identity for a business, why it's important, sort of what to consider in it, and, you know, how early you want to, you know, start branding yourself a certain way?
Yes, it's true. It's so important because a lot of time business start out just focuses on the product or the service that they do and don't think about branding. And a lot of times I realize is that a lot of companies that are successful are the company that know how to brand their products or their service, because people, consumer, have emotional ties to your branding, to your message, okay, through your lifestyles that you are promoting. So so you hear this all the time that you know, making sure that you have a great brand identities, making sure that you focuses on your branding, and it doesn't have to cost a lot. It just need a flush out great you know, brainstorming sessions, and then figure out who your target markets are and who and what product and problem you're trying to solve, right? Like for me, you know, when I sell something, okay, I don't sell on the cost. That's the last thing I talk about. I talk about branding. I talk about why people want to use certain products and what problem is solving, and all of these tie into how you brand your product or services. Okay, so yeah, it's crucial, and we can help you with coming up with brand strategies and you know, doing, and also like another great thing about additional services we provide is we can do market research. Okay, and we can do like some industry research, and those are usually free of charge also.
I think that's an interesting point you just made there, that, pricing is sort of that comes last. I guess to follow up on that and just to kind of go into that a little bit deeper, where would you say, pricing should come from? Sort of how do you determine it? How do you evaluate it? Where's your sort of, market research, I'm sure, is a play in that. But if you could maybe sort of high level, the decision to make that the last thing, and also kind of where that comes from and how you set those.
Yeah, it's you can look at pricing and setting up your price of products kind of like two different ways, and that's also depending on how you brand your products and how you want to do market positioning. Because a simple pricing strategies would be, okay, you are selling a boba tea. Everyone else is selling them at $10. Someone else is selling them at $15. Okay. Where do you want to be, right? So you do a market research, product that are similar or better than you or less superior than you, and then you price your products according to the market. You don't want to be the most expensive, and you don't want to be the least expensive. You might want to be in the middle, but then you added values, right, to your products by providing that brand experience, that marketing, customer service, and all these things. And that would differentiate you from just compete on price. I'm a big believer to not compete on price, because that's the least valuable things when people are looking at trying to buy your products, right? So.
Awesome. I'm just putting a last call for questions here in the chat, along with this will be our team email. So if you think of anything later or just want to ask something more, one-on-one setting, feel free to email us. This is our team email, Illinois SBDC at ChineseMutualAid.org.
And we serve everyone, just so everyone's clear. Even though we are hosted by a nonprofit called Chinese Mutual Aid, we are an organization that serves everyone. Doesn't matter what race or ethnicities, or you can be an starting point, you can be a successful business. So I have clients that just in ideation stage, where they're just thinking, oh, okay, maybe I wanted to start a business. And also I have clients that are, $25 million glass and metal fabrications, manufacturing, So yes, please reach out to us. We offer free service. So therefore it's a great service that you should take advantage of. So thank you for participating today. And Tommy will send out an email after our webinars in a day or two, and you will have all this information.
Great. Thanks, everyone.
Thanks, everyone. Well, we'll conclude the webinar here. Have a great day. Bye-bye.